What's up, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about how 12 Senate Republicans vote to send Ukraine another $60 billion after vowing to put U.S. border first. So this isn't surprising, seeing hardcore Republicans lying once again. So here are the 12 Senate Republicans. We're going to be going with this week. 17 Senate Republicans joined Democrats to approve sending Ukraine another $60 billion. 12 of those Republicans previously suggested that they would not help send Ukraine any more American taxpayer money until the United States border was secure from illegal immigration. So you guys will remember what is going on down at the southern border from Mexico to Texas, right? So how the U.S. government and the state of Texas are kind of in a little bit of a battle right now with the U.S. government not doing their job and protecting the border, and with Texas using their state National Guard to line up at the Texas border. They were looking on a bill to pass at the federal level that just still allows 5,000 immigrants to pass through a week. So they were sitting there saying that, oh, we've solved the border issue, the border crisis. We worked on a bill. We got, bipartisan leadership involved. Well, that wasn't true because it's still allowing 5,000 illegal immigrants in a week, and that's just undocumented. So here are the senators, the Republican senators that we need to kind of keep an eye on. Shelley Moore Capito of West Virginia, Billy Cassidy, Susan Collins, John Cornyn, Joni Ernst, Chuck Grassley, John Kennedy, Mitch McConnell, of course. That guy's like a turtle, dude. I've never liked Mitch McConnell. I think he's way too old. He needs to get out. But just watching him talk, he does not seem fully with it. I just don't like him. Jerry Moran, Lisa Murkowski, Mitt Romney, gross. Mike Rounds, Dan Sullivan, John Thune, Tom Tillis, Roger Wicker, and Todd Young. I personally have met Todd Young a handful of times. We used to go to the same gym. I've never been a fan of him. Don't really like him. I don't trust him. That's just my personal opinion, but my ex-father-in-law was friends with him and knew him, but I still don't like him. So the money, if approved by the House, will fund weapons and military training, among other things, for Ukraine in its war with Russia. 12 of those Republicans who voted for the Ukraine funding, coupled with $14.1 billion for Israel in its war with Hamas, previously suggested to the media that they would not support more funding for Ukraine until America's own southern border was secure. So, in order for our national security interests to be served, we must have a four-pronged approach here: Israel, the border, Ukraine, and Taiwan, Capito said in December 2023. For example, while Cassidy said we got to support our allies, but we got to secure our own border first, and the Biden administration has not done so the same month. Similarly, in December 2023, Ernst said, "The issue is not Ukraine, and it's not President Zelensky. It's our own national security at our southern border." And Collins called reforms at the southern border an absolutely essential part of any funding package that includes more money for Ukraine. In December 2023, Cornyn, Grassley, Kennedy, Romney, Sullivan, Thune, and Wicker all gave statements to the media suggesting that the southern border was a priority for them ahead of Ukraine. So, obviously, all of this is just political jargon. They're going to sit there and not be the forefront of what voices really should be fighting for our politicians. This is what politicians do, especially like Republicans, like establishment Republicans, and a lot of Democrats. It's just a talking service. They're just going to sit here and say the right things so that way their constituents can sit there and clap for them and they can get voted in for their next term. Young said last month about the southern border, "I don't believe we should take this off the table. Let's get something consequential done for the American people," while in the negotiations with other senators. McConnell, who has previously said that Ukraine is Republicans' number one priority, told the media in November 2023 that any serious supplemental legislation with a shot of passing in the Senate in the coming weeks will have to take meaningful steps towards fixing the Biden administration's border crisis. Likewise, Rounds was abundantly clear in November 2023 when he said that any bill with aid for Israel and Ukraine must include policy changes at our southern border. Already, American taxpayers have been forced to send at least $113 billion to Ukraine in their war with Russia, the latest pool of money. If approved by the House and signed by President Joe Biden, would ensure that nearly $200 billion gets into the hands of Ukraine officials, much as what's gone unaccounted for. So, what do you guys think down in the comments section? Give me your opinion on this. Obviously, the money that's going to Ukraine, I completely disagree with. I've been against it almost the entire time. I think for me, when it first happened, I didn't have a whole lot of knowledge on the history between Russia and Ukraine. But there's a wonderful interview that just came out with Tucker Carlson and Vladimir Putin. I would go check that out. It's on his X profile, Twitter profile. It's a little over 2 hours long. It's a great interview, though. You find out a lot of information, and obviously the media seems to be demonizing one person of this entire war that you never hear from. So go and listen to the other side, come up with your own opinion, and let me know what you guys think. Have a great day.